I am announcing this government will make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work by the end of this parliament. Let me spell that out. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID.
Okay, so now look, guys, I don't have to even say anything about this because it's pretty clear. The beast system is not just coming, it is looking us right in the face. Okay, clearly, this system, this digital identification, is leading straight to the mark of the beast. And now, like I said in my other video, I'm going to stay clear from prophecy, but I might still talk about some current events for the most part. And I got some pushback. It's like, it's funny the difference of opinions out there. Some people want me to stop making videos altogether, which is confusing because when you look at the Bible, it is full of imperfect people making mistakes, but yet God still uses them. Moses killed a man, David slept with a man's wife and then sent him to the front lines to die. Yeah, so you have issues, right? I mean, Abraham lied and said that his wife was his sister because he was scared. So again, God uses imperfect people. So it's just funny to see the difference of opinions where some people think I should just go hide under a rock and stop talking altogether, and the others don't want me to stop talking about prophecy at all. So with that, I just want to share my heart to you guys here because yeah, I could continue making videos about AI, the mark of the beast, the peace treaty deals, right? And to be honest with you, this is where my heart's at. We know where we're at. It's all here. At a certain point, it's almost like it's like entertainment. Like we just keep looking for the next headlines because it's entertaining. But now the conviction upon me is not to just talk about news events and to show you guys the headlines, which again, I could do that. It's easy, take some headlines, talk about it. But the real conviction that has been placed upon me is to establish my heart for the coming of the Lord is at hand. That is James chapter 5, verse 8. And that verse hits so hard right now, truly, because for those who are watching, those who know the season we are in, we realize how close he is. Okay. We know that he's at the door, and everything going on right now is just more and more signs that he is so close. The dominoes are set up, ready to knock over. And what just took place September 23rd and 24th, even though clearly the interpretation that I had was wrong, right? Mud pie right in the face, eating it, taking my L, right? Just licking my wounds, taking it to the Lord, wrestling with him. But going through this whole experience, it has been a really uh, edifying experience with humility, seeking the Lord through it all. And what he has showed me, at least again, going to him in prayer, meditation, wrestling with him, like, you know, when people just want to stab you, kick you when you're down, thinking that, you're a wolf in sheep clothing, which, by the way, guys, a wolf in sheep clothing is somebody who is a non-believer trying to deceive sheep on purpose. You can call me a deceived sheep, but to call me a wolf in sheep clothing, that is bearing false witness. You will have to account for that. Like we all have to account for the words that come out of our mouth, and I will have to account for what I have said as well. Okay, so that is why at this moment, I don't want to point fingers at anybody else. I want to point fingers back at me, looking in a mirror, establishing my heart that he is coming soon, hitting the floor with all humility, because right now, again, this is my opinion, guys, my own personal belief. Take it or leave it. If you think I lost credibility with this whole 923 situation, then I don't know why you're even watching this video. Like, just move on, right? Um, what the Lord has been placing on my heart again is that 923 was a very significant day. No, it was not the rapture. But from what I'm looking at and looking around, it sure seems like it was Judgment Day. Something happened where hearts are being revealed. And it's interesting how 2 weeks before we had the whole Charlie Kirk situation, which again was a huge sifting, revealing the hearts of individuals, those who were celebrating, no matter what you believe about it, right? Just again, I get it. It's very weird. A lot of weird stuff, but just at first glance, when it first happened, it revealed the hearts of those who were really wicked, right? Celebrating somebody's passing. And then 2 weeks later, we have this whole 923 debacle and just revealing the hearts on both sides. There's actually more than two sides. There's multiple sides, multiple divisions, and it's revealing all of our hearts. Are we going to be humble in any approach, right? If you're wrong about it, be humble. If you're right, be humble in your approach, showing grace. And it's interesting because that fell on the day of trumpets, right? The Feast of Trumpets, which is about opening the books, right? Showing your works, and you are tested for 10 days. the days of awe, and then you have the Day of Atonement. Something definitely happened spiritually, in my opinion. There's a sifting. The threshing floor is happening right now. And another interesting side note, which again, I know people are going to go crazy. Oh, astrology, you're free. I can't believe it. And like, just take the information, all right? Like, come on, guys, be mature out there. But I just find it interesting how the 22nd or going into the 23rd was also entering Libra, which is the scales. And now to astrology, it's all about balance and fairness or whatever. But that's where again, that's the astrology deception aspect. In my opinion, I think it shows judgment. Our hearts are being weighed on the scales in front of God. That again aligns with the Feast of Trumpets, the books being opened, revealing our hearts to see what kind of man or woman are you? Are you going to have love, grace, humility, kindness, the fruit of the Spirit? Or are you going to be proud? Are you going to be arrogant? Are you going to be wicked? Um, and that's what I truly believe took place this week. Now, again, whatever happens from here, we know how close we are to the return. So many things happened prophetically this week. It's actually ironic that this rapture talk was like such a distraction, actually, because so many things happened this week prophetically, and we know how close we are. I mean, talks of World War III with Russia. All the military generals were called together for a meeting. This digital ID, AI grok for the government. Like so many things happened this week. But now, personally, once again, in my own opinion and my beliefs, you can take it or leave it. I believe there was a significant shift this week on the 23rd. I mean, it was really revealing how people were spiking the ball when it hit 12:01 on 9:23. Like the day just started and people were already spiking the ball that the rapture did not take place. Christians, by the way, like, why are you celebrating that? Shouldn't have you guys been hoping that it was true as well? That is the most confusing thing about this. That we have Christian brothers and sisters who were like cheering on for the rapture to not happen so then they can then sharpen their knives to then stab those who believed in it. It is the most bizarre thing going on right now. Like, why were you spiking the ball right away and making fun of us? It's one thing, again, to disagree and then you wait for it to pass and then you can rebuke, you can then exhort, and then whatever, right? But it's bizarre. It was a bizarre situation, and I believe hearts were truly revealed. The true colors were revealed on every side because there's also people on the side who believed who are not humbling themselves. Again, everyone is being revealed. And that's why I want to share with you guys to look in the mirror. All of us, stop pointing fingers. Look at yourself. That's what I'm trying to do right now to the best of my ability. Hitting the floor in humility, seeking the Lord with an open heart to flush everything out of me. Because to be honest with you guys, I thank God the rapture did not take place on Tuesday because the wrestling match I took with him and the amount of tears that were shed, it revealed that my heart was not ready for him. Things had to be flushed out. It had to. Thank thank God I was not raptured that day. I would have had to face him at the judgment seat with things in my heart that were not dealt with. And he is so good and he is gracious and he allowed that situation to flush some stuff out of me that needed to be flushed out. So likewise for those who are going through this, it's a good thing. All things work for the good of those who love God. God will turn all things for his good or for your good if you follow him by faith. So again, guys, right now, establish your heart for his coming. Look in a mirror, evaluate your heart, walk with humility, love, and grace, and don't bother looking at other people. Don't be throwing stones. Take the beam out of your own eye. Yes, we all have issues. People are for sure really showing their colors, and that's fine. Let them. Make sure that your colors are good and pure with the Lord. Right now is the time. Seek him with all humility in everything because those who are pointing the finger, they don't even realize that they are wrong in other areas too, because we're all wrong at some area. At some level, we are all deceived in some area. No one has it 100% perfect because we are all imperfect, finite beings, but we serve the perfect, all knowing God. So seek Him for all guidance, guys, and walk with love, grace, mercy, and humility. So I ran out of time there, guys. Again, I don't have to even talk about what's going on with the digital ID, AI. Like, we're here, guys. We're here. We're here. So get ready to see him whenever he comes. No more dates. Whenever he comes, all right? I'm not touching out the 10-foot pole. Okay, so again, God bless, guys. Please love and remember the just shall live by faith.